Labels. I love labels. Do you love labels? You know, you can make complete pieces using labels. It's been a long time since we've made clusters and dangles. You will need some sort of backing paper. I've chosen to use a cardstock base. I've coffee dyed some white cardstock for one of my choices, and then I decided to go with a print for my other two. These are both from Chapter 1 papers. Now this one here is from their kit that is entitled Time Worn Florals. The blue one here is from their kit, The Flower Gatherer. I spent a little bit of time fussy cutting some of the labels, but oh my goodness, you guys, this kit has so many labels and they are absolutely gorgeous. Let's get creating. I'm super excited about this one. I've pulled in 3 labels and I have a scrap piece of lace. Now I'm going to use my paper here, the blue paper, as my base. So first let's get our lace placed down. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of room around the lace because I'm going to be tearing my cluster out. So I'll use my hot glue gun and just add a little bit of glue. And then let's place this larger label down first. And I thought I'd place this one going up and down. And the smaller label, let's place right up here. Now we still need a little more jazzing up. This is where I'm going to bring in my scraps of lace, my lace pieces. I also want to bring in these butterflies are also from Chapter 1 papers. They're from the kit Morris and Company Mixtures. Now, this is how it's offered, and then I shrunk mine down to a 5x7 size. I'm actually thinking maybe this one might be beautiful with this cluster. I don't know, any of them would work. I selected this butterfly, and I think it would be super cute to pop it on there like that. You know I want to add a little bit of bling on that butterfly's body. Now let's go ahead and let's tear this out. That way we'll know exactly what we have left for the other part of our paper. So I'm going to tear right down the side here. Now I'm going to set this aside because now I know exactly what I have left. Let's make either a tall, slender one or possibly a wide one. And I'm going to show you how you can use these clusters in different ways, making different ephemera pieces for your junk journals. Let's get some more labels on this one. I was looking and I thought this one might be absolutely beautiful on here. So I'm going to trim this one out. I've selected these 2 smaller labels to go with this one. So let's get these placed down. You don't have to use lace with these. A smaller label, let's place it over on the side. And then this little label, I'd like to pop it right here. I have some flowers with a little bit of a rhinestone in the center. And I do think I want some bling, maybe down here on the bottom. Now let's rip this one out. Okay, we'll set that aside. And now we have this left. I selected a long label and then a piece of scrap lace that's the same length as my label. That worked out perfectly. Another long label, and then an accent label. So I'd like to place my lace on my long label first. So I'm going to glue it on like this. And then let's glue that right here. Now we already have a torn edge, and that's absolutely perfect. I'm actually thinking I might want to tear right here because it's so close to the edge. I have an idea of how we can use this cluster. So I'm going to tear very close to the edge just so I have my torn edge and I'm not going to worry about not having enough room. And I actually think I want to tear this down too. I'll save that little piece. All right, so we're like this. And then I'm going to glue this right in place. I'm going to place my second long label kind of right there. My accent piece, and I think maybe a butterfly again. Let's look at our small ones. This one might be perfect. I'm going to place this little butterfly flying off to the right and a string of flat back pearls on the bottom of the long label. All right, so I'm going to tear this down the side, and I'm going to tear it here. Now I have 3 pieces left. So we've made 3 larger clusters, and I'm actually going to tear this around the edge. And let's get this one torn. This one is pretty much torn. I think it's the size I want. These are the scraps that we have left from our large page. So I'd like to take my guillotine and trim these down a little bit. Let's make dangles with these pieces. Now we need to choose our pieces that will be part of our dangle. So let's see, I'm going to choose a long one. What I'm looking for is, I'm looking for a label that is going to have a little bit of the base showing around it. We could shorten this up, and we could make 2 out of this one. And I think we'll need to shorten this one. And now I'm looking for even smaller pieces to go on top. All right, you can still go another layer if you would like by adding another piece. I'll be needing to ink these up. Let's construct this one first. I have a scrap piece of lace that I wanted to add on the side of the base. And then there's the label next. And then we have the second label that's smaller. And we have the third label that's smaller yet. And I'd like to place a hole through all of them using a small hole punch. And I have a bulb pin that I added a little blue bead to. This will dangle and it will move onto whatever page or piece of ephemera that you clip it to. I have the base, 2 smaller long labels, and I decided to add a butterfly. Let's place all these together. I think this might be a smaller hole punch because I don't need to punch too big of a hole in that wing of that butterfly. It just barely cleared it. Using another bulb pin. I love having that butterfly on there. Thought we could use a button for this one. I'm going to glue my label onto my base first. And I'm going to glue my button onto the bottom. Now with my smaller label, I'd like to use this as my dangle. Another hole at the top and another bulb pin. We have another design for a dangle. For this one, I'd like to glue this label onto the bottom of this one. So now it will look like this, and we'll add our hole at the top and put a bulb pin in. You can also offset your labels. Just make sure that you get a hole in each one if you choose to do that. I put a button on this bulb pin. Super cute. And with this one, I thought that we could layer them up and pop a hole in it and add our bling right down here at the bottom. Out of our base paper, we got 3 clusters and 5 dangles. You don't have to make clusters in that way. You could actually make them right on your tag. I have a scrap of my lace that I'd like to glue right on to my tag that I've made. This is my stamp, and I just stamped a piece of scrap paper. I'm going to glue my little stamped piece right on top of my lace and my tag. I have another label, and I'm going to pop it on too. Just layering them up. Here's one that has a beautiful blue color to it. Now I think it needs some scraps of lace. Let's pull in my dish. It doesn't have to have any special rhyme or reason, just whatever you have will really jazz it up. I think I found it. I think I would like to use another label for my tab. Let's see if I already have one trimmed out that will work. I'm thinking one with a dark border. That one I think will be perfect. I'm going to just fold this in half and a little inking up, and we can pop that on right there. So we have a tag, we have some clusters. How can you use these type of clusters? You could use them on a page, that's the simplest way. Or you could even pop them onto an envelope or a flip out. You could decorate the front of an envelope. On this large envelope, you could take the larger cluster and you could decorate the whole thing. That is absolutely adorable. If you've enjoyed the video, please give me a thumbs up. I invite you to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in my next video. I'll see you there, guys. Bye now.